Now, at this point, I would say hello, members, but hello, people, hello, viewers, hello, everyone, hello, however many billion people are in the world right now, because, well, we are public, we are on air, we are live, we are not behind the members paywall. Welcome to the live preview of the behind. Why are they talking about lawnmower racing? Oh, it's Mexico. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the public preview of behind the scenes. We are about to go on air. This is how it's all done. Timing screens have just come active. It's a beautiful day. Everything has just messed up. This is peak content right here. So this is
It is. Hello,
hello,
beautiful
Omi.
people.
Mm.
Hello. My phone's just decided to take a picture of me, which is very nice.
Oh, awesome.
Let's see how natural that turned out. I was looking at it directly because I saw it
Oh my
happen.
god, you are so quiet on the behind the scenes screen. Let me. Oh, it's because you're on 64 user percent volume. There you go.
Hello! I
There we
should
go.
now be able to be heard by everyone. Probably.
Okay. Where's mic check?
Yes, hello, Mikey, mic check. Checking said
Thank
mic
you.
right now.
Right. Omi, plan. Are
Okay,
we world feed intro in it?
so we're gonna, of course, have the story so far as well. But yeah,
Yep. Do you want to intro that as normal?
yeah, we'll intro it, let Chris do it, and then
Yeah.
as soon as the
Go
story so
to
far is
the
done,
intro
yeah,
we
yeah,
have. Yeah. Right.
exactly.
Going on starting screen.
Perfect. Wes should be a good race. This.
Mm, yeah,
Hello,
it's
Simple.
Hello. Listen, Paul.
Welcome to the peek behind the curtain.
yeah.
Now, the cool thing would be if I was to have my behind the scenes production camera on what we call special cam, but I didn't think about that, so we don't have it.
Mm.
We are live. Shall I just roll intro and you fill however much time we need? Or
Yeah, yeah. We'll do
okay,
it like
let
that.
me.
Mhm.
There is. I don't think there's a fly in after this orbit. Oh, after the intro. I'll go in 15 seconds. That it starts at 12:10:12, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm.
40 seconds to that is like 12:09:30. I'll row intro at 12:09.
Okay. Sounds good.
Was that good?
Yeah, everything looks good.
Thank you, Simple. We will have fun. Enjoy the show. 20 seconds now until intro. Intro in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling intro. I don't have a presenter screen, so we're just going to have to go to session cam.
Okay.
This is where I quickly add orbit.
Yeah, Yes, lovely orbit.
I'm just having to quickly add all of the application audio because I forgot to do it. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue Omi.
Welcome everybody to the final weekend of the FIA Formula 2 Championship. It is time for the final sprint contest of the season. Race number 26 out of 27 due to, of course, the cancellation that we had earlier on in the year at Albert Park. It'll be myself, Omi, up here in the commentary box alongside Wes. It's going to be a good one. Arvid Lindblad, Formula 1's driver for next year for Racing Bulls, is on pole. Can he win it? It is time to find out right now in the F2 Sprint.
Of the Formula 2 season. We may have crowned a driver's champion, but still there were 2 race wins up for grabs and a team's championship to be decided around this Yas Marina circuit. Cars made their way out onto the circuit, drivers trying to get themselves on pole position. We had the yellow Invictors. They are currently leading this team's championship. Sebastian Montoya in his Prema looked good, but it's the Invictors who once again led the way back-to-back.
Welcome to the final round of the FIA Formula 2 Championship. It is time for the sprint contest here with the sun setting at Abu Dhabi. Welcome to round number 14 of the season. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be good. We are here around Yas Marina, a venue which has provided thrills and spills in the past for Formula 2. It's a circuit that runs to 5.2 kilometers, 3.2 miles, 23 laps coming your way for today's sprint race around this 16-turn venue. 10.2 meters of elevation change, and the race lap record held by Roy Nissani. Well, it is golden hour here at Yas Marina, and what a perfect time to get an F2 sprint contest underway. In the commentary box, my name is Omi, and excited for this one is Wes. Wes, it's Lindblad on pole. Can he go on to convert to victory on the week where he's been announced as a Formula 1 driver?
It would certainly be a nice little way to help convince the higher ups at Red Bull that they've made the right decision, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's hope for his sake that he can. He's got a strong competition around him. He's got a fast charging Joshua Dirksen, who's always good for a scrap or two, and Victor Martin as well, who's coming off the back of quite a dominant win last time out in Qatar, so Lindblad might not have it all his own way today.
Absolutely. If you are joining us in Formula 2 for the first time, it is great to have your company. There is no mandatory pit stop in this race. We have reduced points. We'll run you through all of that. And also, if you are watching us as per normal on the Formula 2 mainstream, we've also got a behind the scenes stream as well, which some people will be listening to us through that. So we've got 2 different streams. We've of course got the mainstream and we've got the behind the scenes one as well. So go show that some support and have both of them on to see how we how we commentate and run a whole production here at JB Motorsports across a Formula 2 race. And just like that, we're about to go through the grid for said race. It is Tasana Polin to Pruvizak on debut, starting in 22nd position and last. Kian Shields, he was in Formula 1 earlier on. In practice 1, he'll go from 21st. Koshmini in 20th, and then it is Lawrence Van Hoopen, who had contact with his teammate 1 week ago in the sprint race. Martinius Denshorn is in 18th for Rodin Motorsport, and then it is Luke Browning. What a struggling weekend for him so far. It is Van Amersfoort Rose 16th and 15th. John Bennett ahead of Rafael Villagomez. Gabriele Mini is 13th. He's next to Ritomo Miata, directly alongside and behind in 14th place. Alex Dunn is next to Rashaw. They are 12th and 11th respectively. Let's see whether they will be able to charge forward and attack the drivers of Roman Stanek, who's our pole sitter for tomorrow, but reversed down to 10th today alongside Americans Jack Crawford. He will go for 9th. Our Formula 2 champion, our confirmed champion, Leonardo Fornaroli is in 8th. And then it is Dino Beganovic in 7th. Sebastian Montoya in P6 looked rapid yesterday, as did Nikola Solov. He was meant to start on the front row, but due to a penalty, he is dropped down to P5. Oliver Goethe is in 4th, and then it is Victor Martins in 3rd. Joshua Dirksen starts in 2nd, our winner from the feature race 1 year ago, and he is alongside Arvid Lindblad, the confirmed driver for Formula 1 Racing Bulls in 2026. We're about to release the cars for what will be the formation lap, Wes, and this is going to be quite good and exciting. The run towards turn 1, we have seen for the past 2 years specifically, 2nd place, and I mean, if we go to last year, in fact, 4th place, go on the attack.
Yeah, Lindblad was a bit slow away there. The marshal getting a bit overly ready with the yellow flag there, but Lindblad is away now. But yeah, just to go to your point, this is very much a circuit with a hard braking turn 1. It's very tight, and it does really lend itself to kamikaze moves up the inside. So expect to see at least some of that going into the first lap.
We've still got the Constructors' Championship all to play for as well. Wes will be keeping us up to date with that in terms of throughout today. It is Invicta versus High-Tech TGR for the crown. Victor Martins is the driver who will start in 3rd position. Joshua Dirksen is in 2nd. And Arvid Lindblad is on pole. Leo Fornaroli is our champion. We've already said that. But Jack Crawford and Vashor are level on points in 2nd place. So the podium spots in terms of the Drivers' Championship, they all are to be debated as well. And Sebastian Montoya, the driver who will start in P6 for us. Wes, though, what have we got in terms of the Constructors' Championship?
Well, it's only just High-Tech are only just by the skin of their teeth, their fingernails, whatever metaphor you want to use, hanging in there. Basically, once we get to the end of this race, there'll only be 44 points left on the table. That's the maximum amount you can score in a feature race. The current gap between Invicta, who are leading, and High-Tech is 37 points. So basic math would have you believe that if Invicta are able to score 7 points more than High-Tech in this race, they will clinch that team's standings. It's made all the more harder for High-Tech when, as you mentioned, with Luke Browning really underperforming in qualifying, being all the way down in 17th position. So Dino Beganovic is going to have it all to do to try and keep the hopes alive there for High-Tech.
We had a Red Bull Junior who won this sprint race 1 year ago, Pepe Marti. He is preparing for Formula E debut later on today. We wish him the best of luck. Formula E qualifying also is going to be taking place very, very shortly. Go show that some love here on JB Motorsports as well. But the drivers are getting themselves into position on the grid. It is going to be a special podium for whoever can get on there. But this run towards turn 1 is going to be fascinating. The final few cars will be getting themselves into position. As I mentioned, it's golden hour. The sun is beginning to set here at Yas Marina, and it's our final sprint contest of the season. At the back of the field, it will be Kian Shields, who, as I mentioned, participated in FP1 with Aston Martin. He'll go from 22nd, and Tasana Polinta Pruvzak on his Formula 2 debut. At the back, last on the grid. Let's wave the green flag at the back. It is time for the final sprint of the season. It is Joshua Dirksen trying to attack Arvid Lindblad. Who's going to come out on top? Let's find out as we are racing, and the Invictors are so close together. Further back as well, but it is Arvid Lindblad who maintains the lead down into the first turn. Joshua Dirksen in 2nd place. It's side by side. Victor Martins getting a sluggish launch off the line, and he's going to see himself drop down the order. Solov and Goethe have got past him, but the Invictors were so close to contact on the opening lap. Leo Fornaroli heading backwards, and Roman Stanek gets ahead of his teammate as we throw it down into turn number 5. It is Arvid Lindblad with the lead, but can Joshua Dirksen try and attack him down towards turn 6, Wes?
Yeah, and it was Sebastian Montoya who did not get away at all from the grid. He's fallen all the way down to the back. Not sure yet if he's managed to get going or not. But coming down towards that chicane, we've got all sorts of battling going on. We've got Victor Martans and Dino Beganovic. This is important for Beganovic for the team's championship. He muscles Martans off the track there and manages to get by.
Victor Martins, who turned second on the grid to the lead in the feature race in Qatar. Well, it's been dreadful today. He's found himself dropping down the order, and Dino Beganovic trying to defend now from Victor Martins, who is trying to fight back and trying to make something of the opening tour of this race. 10 points available for the winner in the FIA Formula 2 sprint race. The Invictus are now back together on the circuit. You can still get a bonus point as well for the fastest lap of the race in this contest, so we'll keep you up to date in terms of who is going to be getting that as the field now round the hotel section and get ready to complete the opening lap. Lindblad, Dirksen, Solov, the top three, and Martins having to now defend from Alexander Dunn, who is on the back in the Rodin Motorsport car.
Yep, it's a Red Bull Academy, three of them in the top four now. So yeah, that's very encouraging for them. Of course, Ollie Goethe recently signed up for next year. Solov, we're pretty sure will be in F2 next year as well. So the drivers in the Racing Bulls for next year, Lindblad and Liam Lawson, are never sure of anything in Red Bull. It's a brutal academy and system, but that's how they run things.
It is. DRS is now open for Joshua Dirksen. Can he go on the attack to try and claim the race lead away from Arvid Lindblad? Well, he was surely going to be getting close to it down towards turn 6, but now out of 7, down towards 8. He's gone through the kink now, and 9. Could there be a chance for the Paraguayan driver to go through and win around Yaz Marino once again? Arvid Lindblad knows he's under massive threat, but Dirksen will take this cautiously. He knows how to win Formula 2 races. He's done it quite a few times before. As I mentioned, around this exact circuit, in fact, last year in the feature race when we had Bortoletto and Hadjar going for the championship, Dirksen got on with his race and he ended as the final winner of 2025. Solov has gained 2 places from where he started the race. Mini's gained 5. Dunn's gained 4. But the big loser at the start, as you mentioned, Wes, was Sebastian Montoya. He has lost a heap of positions, and the incident involving Victor Martans and Dino Beganovic for turn number 7, forcing another driver off the circuit, is under investigation.
Yeah, as you said, Montoya losing 11. He did manage to get away off the grid. I couldn't quite tell in that camera shot if he managed to get away or not. But Joshua Dirksen, fastest lap of the race on a 1 minute 40.9. He is really charging. So Lindblad's not going to have it all his own way. And Joshua Dirksen, the super mega star of his native Paraguay, he's on first name terms with the president of Paraguay and speaks to him often, I understand. And he's well loved by the people of that South American country.
Absolutely. He got a phone call with the president after his podium at Imola last year. And his win at Baku as well 1 year ago was quite special indeed. The field now make their way down towards the 6th turn of the circuit, the best overtaking opportunity. But if you can't get it done into turn number 6, you get another dose of DRS down towards the 9th turn of the circuit, a dose of DRS that is bringing Dirksen closer and closer to Lindblad, but not close enough, and still he is staring at the rear wing of that Red Bull liveried machine.
Yeah, and obviously just to give you a quick update on the team's championship, it's obviously very early still in the race, but neither of the Invictors scoring at the moment.
Yeah.
And this is a replay of Montoya there not getting away, and yeah, just couldn't quite engage the clutch, and it's such a horrible feeling when all the cars start surrounding you. You don't know if you're going to get hit or it's bad enough just losing the positions. And and
Cordial.
goodness me.
Not cordial,
Yeah,
sorry,
that
central,
was
I should say.
no, not yes, Cordial's long gone. Yeah, and that was the sausage curb, and Stenchon will feel that in his back. Goodness me.
And here is Montoya. This is on board. Not a getaway at all off the line. But yes, Rodin Motorsports, Stenchon this weekend. I think everyone's still used to Car 16 being a record deal. Not a lot of sponsors on that car. It looks more like a testing livery, doesn't it, Wes? To some degree as well. But this was Victor Martin. This is under. This is what the stewards are looking at now. This is Martins and Beganovic forcing Martins off the road. That is what has been noted as of yet.
Yeah, and don't think. Let's have a look. No, he didn't. He didn't really get much. I think he might have understeered off a little bit, but it was just quite hard racing there from the both of them. I think a penalty would have been a little harsh, but we'll have to wait and see if the stewards do anything.
Yep, that is what they'll need to take a look at. So, of course, in the middle sector, that's where Dirksen's quick due to the DRS that he is getting. He's able to haul himself closer to Lindblad. The gap going on to the straight has been around 8:10, so he needs to try minimize that and get that closer. If it's closer, there could be an opportunity. There could be a chance for him to go on and take this lead. It looks like he's got some good pace, but you've got to make sure the tyres stay with this one. You've got to take them all the way till the end. Of course, in this race, the top 8 score, meaning points right now, go to Mini. He's the last driver in the points right now. So Crawford and Stanek need to try and change that. So we'll see whether they'll be able to do it. On to the 5th lap we go out of 23.
Yep, lap number 5, and it's pretty much line astern at the moment. Luke Browning has advanced up only one place from his grid spot, and that's due mostly to the demise of Sebastian Montoya. So Luke Browning, unfortunately for him, continuing his run of poor form. Remember, he was one of the championship contenders before Fornaroli was able to wrap that up, and no further investigation on the Beganovic-Martins incident, which, yeah, I would say that was the right decision. It was really just hard racing through the chicane, and they're still both up in some good positions.
They are indeed. Talking about positions, that is a position right now being defended by Goethe up against Beganovic. So they are battling over the position there. Meanwhile, Sebastian Montoya has gained a position on Luke Browning that time by. So a switch between 16th and 17th that time through the straight down towards turn 9. But Dino Beganovic looks quick. It looks like he's a driver who wants to improve his position. His late form this season, I think, has been very good, Wes. He's really been able to get on with things and has been able to produce some good races. And I guess that's the important thing. Ending the season on a high can always go a long way. Okay, this is how Sebastian Montoya got past Luke Browning. Late on the brakes. Gets to the inside line. Kind of parks it. Browning can't get the cut back. And that's how their positions changed.
Yeah, that was a very good and albeit slightly late surprise move from Sebastian Montoya on to demote Luke Browning back to his grid position. And the live team standings on there now, with High Tech being the only one scoring any Beganovic up in 5th place. So the team's championship alive down to the final row as things stand.
Okay, here comes Dino Beganovic looking for it once again on Ollie Goethe. Ollie Goethe just defending and parking the car perfectly at this moment in time, but better traction for Dino Beganovic could go a long way. This is the chance now for the Swedish driver. If he wants to try and improve to P4, it'll have to surely be the long way around, or it'll have to be late on the brakes. Which way is this one going to go? It's a look, but just not close enough. They both run in deep together, take the natural racing line through that part of the circuit, and now meet once again, and they're still in the same place. Dirksen.
Keep with him in the sector 3. He's very fast in sector 3.
So that's the encouragement being given to Dirksen about where he's losing the time. And yeah, Wes, that's the critical bit. He's losing it. He gets very close in, of course, the second sector. Lindblad is able to pull away then in the final sector. And it means the gap, as it is now, is around 8/10. So by the time you then go down towards turn 6 again, you're just not going to be close enough.
Yeah, of course there isn't any overtaking positions in Sector 3, so that's not really what the engineer's saying. It's basically, he's saying, you've got to up your pace in Sector 3, because that means that coming to sectors 1 and 2 where the overtaking positions are, you're obviously not close enough. So yeah, Dirksen needing to improve much more in that final sector in order to give himself an opportunity to get close for the overtaking areas.
Yep, that is exactly the aim for him. So the top two's pulling away, stretching clear. Solov's got a good advantage, and then it is Dino Beganovic who we are looking to. That's the highest position change that could come. Beganovic on Goethe, and we make our way through 7 and 8. Beganovic just not able to get on the power, not being able to get close enough. Now look at this. The gap was very nearly 1 second. It's ended up at 4/10 by the time you get down to turn number 9. That is how much you can gain, but it's all about how close can Dirksen be through this part of the circuit. We have seen battles for the lead here in the past quite a few times, and they are ones that develop over a long period of time. It is not a one possible overtake and then done. You are going to have plenty of struggles trying to make the move, and then you'll finally make it, and then the race could turn on its head completely by the time we complete the remainder of the race. Other battles going on is Victor Martins trying to defend for P6. He's up against Dunn, Mini and Crawford. That is the train that he has got. And meanwhile, Vashaw is in 12th position at the moment. Of course, Vashaw and Crawford battling over second place in the driver's standings.
Yeah, they certainly are, and that's visual proof as we come or finish off sector 3 now. Lindblad was able to pull about half a second on Dirksen just through that third sector, so it really is kind of a yo-yo effect between the two of them, and Dirksen will likely close back up now in. Oh, and that's a big blowout for the Van Amersfoort.
John Bennett.
John Bennett.
He's gonna be slowing down, and another driver to have engine issues. Big smoke from the rear of the car. That will surely cause the safety car. Well, when the field get there, they won't be able to see too much due to the smoke that we've got. But disappointment, John Bennett's race does not go past lap number 8 of the contest. Virtual safety car is deployed for the moment in time. They'll try recover that one quickly. If they cannot, we will need to upgrade that to the full safety car. So Lindblad's defensive driving, well, it can take a bit of a break. Joshua Dirksen's attacking driving can take a bit of a break. They can regroup, and then we'll go again.
Yeah, and this may well be exactly what Dirksen needs, because of course, he will be able to close up in that sector 3, because of course it's the average the delta time. So he would be able to go fairly slow in those sectors where he's fast, and then catch back up again in sector 3. So if he's smart, he might be able to make this work to his advantage.
But reacting to the virtual safety car is so important. We had a virtual safety car here, I remember in 2022, between Felipe Drogovic and Ayumi Iwasa battling for the win in the final stages. Reacting to it was so important, and that is the moment where the smoke poured from the rear of the car, and John Bennett knew his day would not be going on much longer. A bit of a shame for him, because he was ahead of his teammate, and he was looking to try and just continue until the end, but it looks like he's parked it in a spot where they can easily recover it, and the VSC is now going to mean that they can withdraw the car, and we can hopefully get back to green flag very shortly.
Yeah, another Mecha Chrome engine going bang there, which add fuel to the fire to the fan community who. Oh, and it's ending, yes, and so it's happening in sector 1. And look at Dirksen closing up now.
Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Green flags are back out now, and Dirksen will try get on it. Well, it was through the corner, so there wasn't much of a difference in terms of the way they reacted to it. And there's no DRS, of course, that time due to the detection point. So there's nothing that can be done. And I mean, unfortunately, I don't think that really worked, Wes, because of the time it was a bit of luck when it would come in. And it means he's in the same position as he's been in every single lap, about having to now go through the third sector and lose all the time again.
Yeah, it didn't really fall too kindly for him, did it? Oh, and Dirksen's gone off the track.
Dirksen makes the error, trying to close down on Arvid Lindblad, and now that will be a bigger gap that he'll need to close down. The gap extends to 1.4 seconds, and now he has to close back in to get inside that 1 second. Dirksen pushing on hard makes that slight bit of a mistake, and Lindblad now has a bit more breathing space.
Yeah, that's colder tires. Obviously, with the virtual safety car, the average temperature of the tires will have dropped significantly, and he just got a whole bunch of understeer going through that tight turn 12, and just had to take to the runoff area. And yeah, now 1.5, nearly 1.6 seconds down on Lindblad.
Battle is developing between the Red Bull Juniors, Nikola Solov versus Oliver Goethe. They are battling over the final spot on the podium at the moment in time. But now Dirksen comes onto the straight with no DRS due to the gap that has formed, very nearly getting to 2 seconds now. Dino Beganovic just trying to stick with the driver of Oli Goethe at the moment. But you can tell the Red Bull Juniors are about to do battle properly. And Victor Martin still defending furiously at the moment up against Alex Dunn. He's got a bit of his train that he has got going. Meanwhile, looking further back, for sure I can see is trying to attack Leo Fornaroli. So we've got some close battles, but I think, Wes, what we were saying in terms of the battle for the lead is just applying to all of them, where it's a bit of a yo-yo effect, as you mentioned, where no one's really being able to do anything. So you need to kind of hope for errors, hope for some form of a mistake, and it doesn't look like we are currently getting that. This is Luke Browning, though, battling up against Villa Gomez, able to turn the outside to the inside, and Browning having to scamper over the road.
And Villa Gomez, yeah, not showing him any quarter whatsoever. And I believe, and no, that's still going now down to the turn 9 hairpin. So Browning on the inside, but Villa Gomez just sweeps around the outside and takes the position back. So yeah, no dice there for Luke Browning. And this is Dirksen going off again at turn 12. So just a slight moment, but that did cost him quite a significant gap. And Lindblad's actually extended that gap now since that off. It's 1.9 seconds, the gap.
DRS is very handy in keeping you in the mix. When you lose it, it can just be a little bit hard to stay within range. And that mistake for Dirksen has proven to be incredibly costly as well. We were mentioning the battle that is going on for second place in the championship. Well, Vachour in 12th and Leo Fornaroli in 11th. So Fornaroli is already the champion, of course. Jack Crawford is the driver Vachour is fighting with. He's in 9th. But that time by Fornaroli and Vachour both set their personal bests of the race. So they are pushing on hard. They are trying to go on the attack. That's exactly what Crawford's going to try to do. If he can score a point, that would put him 1 point clear, of course. Wes heading into tomorrow's race. If he can increase that by more, that'll be even better for him as he tries to get this all sorted and done.
Yep. So just 1 point behind, and in that battle for second place in the standings, which technically is 4 drivers are involved in that. Crawford and Vachour, as you said, are on the same 170 points, and then just 8 points back is Luke Browning, though he doesn't seem to have the speed to really improve on that tally at the moment. And then Alex Dunn. Quite a bit further back on 149, though still within mathematical, a bit of an outsider.
Really is. Let's go over the line and begin lap number 12 then. It is a race which right now, as it stands, has been one where the drivers are struggling to make the overtakes. It means that we currently find ourselves with a contest where it's just that little bit more difficult. As well, one of the calmer Formula 2 races as of yet, but we've still got plenty of time for that to avenge and change. Usually if it's so calm in this way, we would get a safety car, we would get something to change it, because that's been basically how Formula 2's been running this year. It is just the way that F2 has been racing, where you get into some calmness and then there's always something to come in to very much change things in the race. Now Jack Crawford will try his absolute best to try and get further up the road if he can, but he'll be patient, he will be cautious within this. But I guess the important thing is for him was that realistically no one's going to be getting a big point gap on him anyway for this runner-up spot. So even if he does go for a move and it doesn't really end up working, as long as he doesn't damage the car in a big way, I guess he can also have that nothing to lose bit approach if none of his rivals are scoring either.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a bit of a status quo race as far as people who are currently high up in the championship, and that goes to the teams championship as well. Gave you an update quite early in the race and said we still had a long way to go. Well, that's still the same at the moment. Neither Invicta is in the points at the moment. Dino Beganovic just picking up a few points to keep the title alive down to the wire, though it is definitely going to be unlikely, I think, that High Tech will be able to take it unless something goes tremendously wrong for the Invicta team. They've got a huge points gap at the front.
Yep, stranger things have happened in the FIA Formula 2 Championship though, so who knows, it is great to have your company wherever you might be watching from in the world right now. Dino Beganovic is getting closer and closer to Ollie Goethe. We're on lap number 13 of this race. Meanwhile, Victor Martin's defending. Martin's defending from Alexander Dunn, so the battles have all began to just heat up that little bit, and Dunn's got a chance now as he stands on the power. He'll get the DRS wide open as he tries to make this move. Beganovic, I think, will miss out by a few car lengths once again, but further back around the outside goes Alexander Dunn, and it's going to be Victor Martins trying to keep hold of the position. Wheel to wheel we go, out of turn number 9. Dunn trying to stand on the power, and Martins hangs on to it. He just stays ahead. Dunn not able to flick the car the long way around. It has to be brave if he is to fight his way by. We had a brilliant move a few years ago from Deruval at that part of the circuit, but you have to be extraordinarily brave if you are to make the move on the outside, because there's so many different ways into the corner and then out of the corner. You've got to try and maximize the line through both.
Yeah, you also need to have a significant grip advantage on the car that you're battling with, because it very much is the long way round in every sense of the term. So Dunn not able to do it this time around. Martin's obviously struggling a bit at this point in the race, and Dunn can't afford to hang about though, because he's got a very fast Gabriele Mini in the Prema behind him.
Yep, he does indeed, and I can see Jack Crawford is getting just that little bit interested on the back of Gabriele Mini. He will try and make this move possibly in a few moments' time. So let's see. Lindblad and Dirksen, 1.7 seconds. That gap has maintained pretty much so far. Does Beganovic have a shot? Is it late on the brakes to the inside? Absolutely not. Mini defending from Jack Crawford, who looks around the outside into turn number 6. Can Jack Crawford try and get his way by? Bit of contact between Crawford and Mini, and Crawford fights his way by, able to get to the apex first, able to get the place. Crawford is now ahead, and this is the closest opportunity that Dino Beganovic has got. Beganovic tries to flick it the long way round. Can he get the cut back? Can he try find better traction on the inside? No. Mini is back ahead of Crawford. They're still side by side out of turn number 9. Who is going to come out on top in that battle? Mini off the road, and he goes airborne momentarily as he gets thrown onto the curb. Mini goes airborne, but still lucky to be pointing in the right direction.
And another instance in the same race that these sausage curbs need to go. How many years have the fans been saying that now? Oh, goodness me, you have to feel sorry for Gabriele Mini. Amazing that his car still works after that, but yeah, that'll be a significant jolt to his system.
It will be. Definitely not what you want. Definitely not what you want happening at that precise moment. The race beginning to heat up. It is great to have you with us, whether you're watching on the main stream or the behind the scenes stream as well. Remember, whichever one you're on, you can go watch the other one. If you are watching the main stream, then definitely go and see how the behind the scenes stuff is being done by our brilliant producer JT as we talk you through Crawford. This was the move that he completed. Now, there was contact very nearly at a few points. Now, they do wheel bang here, whereas as Crawford is able to make the move originally, then this battle continues.
Yeah, they hit each other square there, so no damage done. This is where the significant moment was, with Gabriele Mini just being forced a little wide and straight over that high curb and just launching up into the air, coming down to earth with a bang.
Absolutely.
I could be such a pain in
So,
Obi's ear right now. I could talk
so
and
we are currently making our
the
way
main
through.
stream cannot hear me, but
Dino
the
Beganovic
BTS feed
is
can.
going to
So
be
I
trying to chase down Oliver Goethe, battling for P5 and
hello Obi.
P4 at the moment as well at this time. If you are seeing the behind the scenes stream, you know why. I am absolutely laughing up here in the commentary box. So get on it. Make sure you're watching that. It is usually behind a bit of a paywall because it's for members specifically. So become a JB Motorsports member first of all if you want to see more of it. But today's an opportunity to basically get to see what happens in one of those streams for absolutely free. It's
Nice
available as a stream.
promo, Obi. Well done.
Go and make sure to go and watch that stream and have both of them on for the best experience of watching the remainder of this Formula 2 race. Anyway, back over to Goethe, back over to Beganovic, back over to turn number 5. Let's see how this battle is going to unfold then towards turn 6. Good exit for Dino Beganovic. It's a 5/10 gap, but I think once again he's going to try set this one up towards turn number 9. I think that's where he wants to try and get the drive, unless he's close enough for a dive bomb. First time Goethe's having to defend into this part of the circuit. So Beganovic was much more closer, and now Beganovic will try to set this one up. This is the best chance that the Swedish driver has had. The high-tech man trying to go on by and turn P5 into P4. We jump on board if you are synced up with us at the moment with Dino Beganovic getting closer. We have a defensive shape thrown by Goethe. Beganovic has to flick the car the long way around. How brave is he feeling out there on the circuit? Is he going to be able to rotate the car through? Surely he won't be given the room of a car length, and Goethe takes him right to the white line and stays ahead in the battle for fourth.
Yeah, decent effort from Beganovic, but unfortunately, it is just too easy to defend through that hairpin there. You just have to be on the inside, and as I said, unless your opponent has a significant grip advantage over you, there's just no way through there. And Goethe stopping short of doing to Beganovic what happened to Mini earlier on.
Exactly.
So, Beganovic will dust himself off and try again. As the laps roll by, however, he may feel that the kamikaze inside move might be more and more alluring as we go on.
Definitely one of the calmer F2 races of the season, I think it is fair to say, even though we've had 2 cars flying today. That is just how Formula 2 is sometimes. We'll have the season finale, of course, tomorrow. We don't have a champion to crown, but who knows? Could we be crowning a Formula 2 graduate as a Formula 1 champion tomorrow? That is definitely a possibility. Here comes Dino Beganovic once again. This time he gets to the inside, or at least attempts to. Lock up this time from Oliver Goethe. Beganovic has put himself in prime position to drive on by this time by. Let's see whether he can do it. DRS is open again. Crawford is battling with Dunn. Crawford's got past Dunn. That is further back, so he's clearly made the move at turn number 6. At turn number 9, Dino Beganovic in the high-tech is roaring by. He's locking up on the brakes. Does he make the corner? It's going to be deep for him, but he'll have the better momentum. It's so close between the two of them. They're very nearly making contact, and Beganovic with the inside line finally is able to clear Oliver Goethe, and Beganovic finally cannot see the Red Bull liveried car ahead. It is Dino Beganovic, P4 now on the circuit.
Yeah, fantastic move. That was such a determined, so satisfying for the get by there. Goethe gave it everything he had, and this will be what we missed earlier, I believe. Jack Crawford going past Alex Dunn.
Yeah.
And no, the radio's not coming back. So yeah, Jack Crawford up into 7th place now, Dunn down to 8th, and this is the brilliant move from Dino Beganovic, and locking up. And there is a little bit of a flat spot there on that left front tyre. Hopefully that won't affect him too much in the rest of the race. And Goethe, if they didn't wheel bang, they certainly got very close.
Yeah,
There
centimeter
was
stuff if it
contact,
wasn't.
yeah.
JT just confirming in our ear that there was just a little bit of contact between them. And now it's the roles are reversed. Now this time it's Goethe trying to attack. But yes, we missed Crawford getting past Dunn. So that also happened at the same time. It all happens at the same time in Formula 2, doesn't it? We wait a little bit and then it all starts happening. And you have so many different battles to show you. Now, that is not a healthy front wing for Roman Stanek. He's missing an end fence there.
Yeah, that's a bit of damage that we haven't seen before. I wonder if that might have happened on the back of Gabriele Mini. They're certainly close to each other right now, but there's no way through for Stanek there at the hairpin, and that will absolutely be affecting his handling, particularly when he does get close to the back of Mini through the corners. The front will be scrubbing across the road and not doing his front tires any good whatsoever. But at the moment, neither of them anywhere close to the points. They're both several seconds behind 8th place Alex Dunn, so seemingly no points for Invicta this time out, but they have a healthy advantage over High Tech and probably won't mind taking it to the feature race tomorrow.
Absolutely. The field spreads across 41 seconds. Lindblad with the lead. Shields in 21st. 41.3 seconds away. So quite a big field spread by the end of a sprint, but also helps that we haven't had like a safety car, which usually in a Formula 2 race is unheard of. You at least get one. You at least get something, usually. But we've had a virtual safety car, but none of that. I can tell you Dirksen's trying his best to close in on Lindblad, but it might just fall a little bit short unless he can display some brilliant pace until the end. Talking about trying to display some brilliant pace is Jack Crawford, because he's been attacking on multiple drivers. This is Mini now with Stanek getting to the inside line, and Stanek is going to be able to fight his way by. So Mini cannot defend for too much longer. Now can he attack though down towards turn 9? What does Crawford do? Up against Victor Martins, who places the car in the middle of the road, doesn't let Crawford, doesn't give him an open door. Meanwhile, Mini fights straight back through. So pass and repass in Formula 2, and now Fornaroli is trying to become inventive. He might be the champion, but it would be brave to go around the outside. He's got some good momentum. He's up against his teammate, and trying to get to the inside into the hotel section is brave, bold, and brilliant. But that isn't the description, because he's not made the move, and he has to sit in behind.
Yeah, certainly not the greatest circuit in terms of overtaking opportunities, this circuit, and it's actually an improvement on the old one before they made the changes to that part of the track. It used to be a very tight left-right left chicane going through that section, and there was absolutely no way through for anybody. But yeah, Jack Crawford where has he been hiding this pace for the whole race? He's with Richard Verschoor not scoring any points at this point, unless something crazy happens. It looks like Crawford's going to be extending his advantage in second place at the moment, and Luke Browning has come into the pit, so yeah, something up there. I'm not sure if that's for tyres or what, but here comes Jack Crawford now on the back of Victor Martins, going through, coming up to the chicane, and he's on the outside. Will he be able to get... Oh, and he's made contact, and that's more than just an end plate, and that's going to be a bit of an issue there for Crawford. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to stay out with that.
Yeah, he's trying to come back. He's still trying to make the move on the circuit around the outside, Jack Crawford, and he shuts the door in Martin's face. He was always going to do that after contact was made at 6 and 7. And Montoya has got past Van Hoopen, that is 14th and 15th that have switched positions. But my word, were we always heading to that territory? Two fiercely fast drivers going for it, and contact made at turn number 6.
Yeah, just getting a little too close to the rear right tyre of Victor Martins, and that was a bit clumsy. And Jack Crawford on the radio just saying, what is he doing?
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car.
VSC.
Yeah, and that VSC out, and quite obviously, because that's a significant chunk of the end plate that's come off of that Dam's car.
Yeah, here's Montoya, by the way, driving on Van Hoopen, as I mentioned. Sends it, flicks it, gets past full car length. So he doesn't have to do the hard task of carrying it the long way around, luckily. in this situation. But yes, the marshal will go to work, quickly pick that up. Now, actually interesting, can I just say, we're laps away and the gap is 9/10 between Lindblad and Dirksen. This could get interesting. Could we have a last lap fight? We've had it between Albon and Leclerc here in the past. We've had it between Iwasa and Drogovic here in the past. Now, is it Lindblad and Dirksen, the next two, to produce
Green.
us with a last lap fight? Because the gap is 7/10 of a second. The virtual safety car is about to end. The withdrawal of the virtual safety car can be so important, and it's gone back down to 1.2. The green flags are back out. So actually, Dirksen did not react well at all. The gap was 1.3 before the virtual safety car. It's gone around to now 1.5. So he's actually lost out. It looked like he went a bit too early, Wes, and then the delta unfortunately didn't go in his favor by the time we actually went back to green.
Yeah, that was really strange, wasn't it? He looked like he was closing up, and then he had to back off again at the last minute to not incur a penalty. So yeah, that's I think you're right, Om. I think he just went a bit too early, a bit over optimistic there, with just a couple of laps of this race still left to go. The gap remains at 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, that's a shame, because before the virtual safety car, he was gaining. And had he got inside that 1 second, which it looked like he would, that could have been the lead, possibly a chance for the lead on this lap or on the final lap. So that's a huge shame.
Yeah, for Fornaroli, we're seeing on a replay now, battling with Richard for sure, and he just outbrakes himself, locks up, and has to go across the chicane. Not sure if he'll need to give that position back or not. I'm sure he'll try and remain where he is and just hash it out with the stewards if he has to. But he was definitely defending hard there from Vershaw.
Yeah, the gap is 1.1 seconds. So Dirksen's closed it all in. Now, that will be a case that the team and the driver, I'm sure, will look at after the race and be like, if only I had done that slightly different. He's now inside the 1 second. That is how much pace he's got. Does Dirksen even have a chance? Can he really send it to the final few corners on this circuit, get within range, and possibly go for a last lap overtake? It's 7/10. It's really closing between Dirksen and Lindblad. Meanwhile, we're still on the penultimate lap. There's still battles going on, and that's a late lunge on the brakes by Sebastian Montoya. He's getting past Ritomo Miata. He's gaining a position out there on the circuit. Miata is trying to come back, trying to fight back in this battle, and they will debate this one down towards turn number 9. So let's see whether anyone is going to be able to do anything. Stanek tries to still fight up against Mini, but here comes Miata with the fight back, and he does slide his way past around the outside.
Great driving there from Miata to take the position back from Montoya. And that's, as we've seen several times in this race, very, very difficult to do on the outside. So, yeah, well done to the Japanese driver.
Final lap of the race. The gap is inside 1 second between first and second, so Dirksen should be getting some DRS. He is really trying to close in, but he'll have to get the corners of his life if he is to fight his way by, because he's not been anywhere near with an 8/10 gap. It's 9/10 at the moment. He's given himself a shot. But yes, it'll be a situation where they'll look at the virtual safety car, and I'm sure there will be plenty of disappointing conversations. But DRS wide open for Joshua Dirksen. Is Lindblad going to be able to maintain this? He just has to bring it home now. If he doesn't make a mistake, it should be his, because Dirksen surely won't get close enough. We'll see the exit out of turn number 6 and 7, 8, and down towards 9. It is 6/10, so it is within range, but just not close enough for this straight. That's the gap he needed when he was making his way on the main straight there just before, and Dirksen won't get close enough. Lindblad doing absolutely perfectly. Luke Browning, by the way, has just set the fastest lap of the race, so he's taken that extra point away from Arvid Lindblad, so he won't get that. But into the final sector of the race we will go. Is Lindblad going to be able to keep this one clean? Dirksen has put some pressure on him at the start. Dirksen has put some pressure on him at the end, but Arvid Lindblad is going to maintain the advantage to the final corners on this circuit on the week where he has been announced as a Formula 1 driver for Racing Bulls. He's just going to add the cherry on top with an F2 sprint win. He comes round the final corner, and here in Abu Dhabi, Arvid Lindblad comes across the line to take the checkered flag and win the final sprint race of the season. It is Campos Racing on top in Abu Dhabi with a sprint contest for the second year in a row. Dirksen is in second, and Nicolas Solov puts 2 Camposes in the podium spot. Beganovic in 4th, Goethe in 5th, and then it's Crawford, Martins, and Dunn who get the final points over the line. But that was a race that came alive at the start, had a bit of a lull in the middle, came alive at the end, but it's Arvid Lindblad who is the winner.
Yeah, and Montoya did get back past Ritomo Miata there for 13th place. And for some reason, Martini Stenshorn has come into the pit, so he did not cross the line.
Had to work for it, but it feels okay. Feels good. Amazing race. Pace was really strong. Yeah, well done, boys. Good race. A few things to work on for tomorrow, but still was a really good race. So thank you for the effort. We can go again tomorrow.
Yeah, I can assume Wes that's probably going airborne in the opening lap wasn't helpful for Stenshorn, and it surely damaged the car, and the team will have to work on that just that little bit. But Arvid Lindblad, the race winner in superb fashion. This is what you were mentioning, Wes, Sebastian Montoya.
Yeah, so Montoya there, and he's quite far back from Miata, but he's going to get an incredible tow and go to the outside just like last time, but he just manages to get more than a car's width ahead going into that hairpin and was able to take the racing line. So yeah, nothing Miata could do to defend that one.
Absolutely. So we will continue the fight in the team's
Just so
championship
you
till
guys
tomorrow,
know,
but as
stream
Wes
cut off
mentioned,
is at 1:15,
it
so I can get
is
to Effie.
so it is going to be, well, in Victor Racing, Wes. I guess the important thing is the championship does go down to the final race for the teams. But let's hear from Dirksen quickly.
So good job. Very good driving. Good job, guys. Let's go for tomorrow.
Yeah, he won the feature race here 1 year ago, so he'll try and do something magical again. But yes, as I was saying, the Constructors' Championship is going to go on, and it will continue till tomorrow. But as you mentioned, Wes, it's most likely going to be a foregone conclusion unless Formula 2 things happen in a Formula 2 race. Here's Solov.
I think that's your first podium in F2, no? Looking good. Vamos! Nice one. Yeah. Good. Good race to start up.
Yeah, Solov having a very anonymous race this morning, but as in Qatar last time out, he was on for a podium and then was cruelly denied in the closing stages of it, but he's made amends for that now by getting on that third step.
Arvid Lindblad continuing to prove to all of the people who were, well, saying, why is he getting a drive in Formula One? Well, you know, he's not had perfect seasons, but this is a driver who progressed his way through Formula 4, Formula 4, Formula 3, Formula 2 now, and Formula 1, all with single seasons. And, you know, if he's able to do that and he's rushed his way through up to Formula 1 and been competitive in everything he's driven in, I think that speaks about his talent. Arvid Lindblad, the race winner, and he is about to stand on top of the car, the steering wheel put out of it, and he's going to enjoy these moments. Campos with another winner on a Saturday of Abu Dhabi. It was Pepe Marti last year, and it's Arvid Lindblad this year, as he will get to celebrate the victory, and will be straight into the hands of his Campos team, along with family, friends, and Red Bull as well, who will be, I'm sure, very happy. But where's, as per usual, the Paraguayan flag all out there? AIX and Joshua Dirksen on the podium once again.
Yeah, deservedly so there for Dirksen. So I would imagine maybe not a call from the president this time out, but certainly a successful race, and he should be happy with his pace, albeit that for some reason that sector 3 just eluded him, and I think really just stopped him from being able to get on terms with Lindblad. But Dirksen magnanimous there, and congratulating Arvid Lindblad on a job well done.
Yeah, and a very great, deserving job well done as well. Well, that was a great F2 race. Not the most classic F2, but it was a decent race overall. It was tense. There was other forms of battles across the field, and there was always a bit of tension. And I guess where's the main thing is Lindblad couldn't relax at any moment. Dirksen had to push to the edge. He went over the edge. He made an error. Lindblad kept his head cool. Lindblad controlled things, and it's so easy for a racing driver. to just crack under that pressure when you've got someone just behind you, especially in the final stages. The only way that race was going to go away from him on the last lap was a mistake. He didn't make the mistake. He kept it cool and he brought it home and sees himself as the winner at the end.
Yeah, and it's things like that that Red Bull are looking for, particularly when it comes to drivers that they want to shuffle up into F1. And Lindblad, as obviously the critics have been saying, he's only finishing sixth. It looks like at the moment in this season. Well, I mean that's significantly better than Antonelli or Ollie Behrman did last year. So yeah, it seems like F1 teams are looking for something other than F2 results at the moment.
Shields.
Your kid.
Absolutely, as well. This is the winning moment though for Arvid Lindblad, as he came over the line. Just brilliant.
Keep it together, Omi.
Brilliant.
Come on.
Defending, brilliant defending all the way through until he got home to the checkered flag and causing celebrations from the Spanish outfit and double celebration due to Nicolas Solov. We had Richie mention in our commentators chat yesterday how he feels that Solov is perfectly suited for Formula 2. And Wes, I think his driving across, well, last round, this round now with the podium, I think is proving exactly that.
Yeah, he's definitely had a very up and down time in F3. He's been capable of great results, but also incredibly underwhelming ones. But yeah, F2 seems to be suiting him as well as F4 did.
Okay, well, Dirksen's in the cool down room, and Arvid Lindblad and Nicolas Solov are about to join him right now.
You were fast. The first few laps were picking hard.
Me too.
You must have got a good start, man. Nicola.
Yeah, I short chipped something low at the end. But I just had my own with Whoa.
Yeah, we're pretty flat out, so yeah. When he told me like 8 laps done, I was like,
Yeah, it was like 18 more. I was like, just stabilize. Whoa. That birthday. All right, now. Whoa.
what was your pace at the end? Like 0.1.0, no?
I think I was the same as you
Yeah.
at the time.
I made a mistake 1 lap because it was
Yeah.
like, then you caught a bit,
Exactly.
and then I pulled on the VSC,
Yes.
and
You got-
then
You got so lucky because I was like trying to stay on zero. Then I was on the yellow, so I had to brake. And exactly when I braked, the VSC went off.
yeah.
I was like, no way, come on.
Yeah, to be honest, I timed my second one really well. So I was like flat from lap 7.
I saw it.
That's right. Did you deg at all? Like any?
Ah, well, interesting to hear. Interesting thoughts. Formula 2, Formula 3, and Junior Series cool-down rooms, Wes, are just always more interesting. You're able to get a lot more from the drivers. They just sit there and chat, all young, all nice, just talking away. You can usually get a lot more than possibly a Formula 1.
They do seem a lot more closer to like lads at a karting event as opposed to
yeah.
the highly media trained F1 drivers who are always very careful with their words. But I mean, even in F1, you do see the occasional slip of emotion. But I love the cool. I hope whoever came up with it gets.
Okay, time for the podium. Nikola Solov, the Bulgarian driver, making his way up to the 3rd position spot for Campos Racing. And in 2nd place, Joshua Dirksen. Well, he was on here 1 year ago for the winner. This year, P2 for him. And it is going to be an interesting race, I think, coming up for him tomorrow. He's done very well as Joshua Dirksen this season. It's been up and down slightly, but overall it's been good. It has been up and down for Arvid Lindblad, but if you, on the week of being announced as an F1 driver, if the first thing you do then is go and win a race, I think that is exactly the way forward. Arvid Lindblad wins in style at Abu Dhabi, and we will hear his national anthem. Arvid Lindblad, the race winner in Formula 2. Once again, he gets the trophy for P1 and is lifting it up as the sprint race winner. There's Racing Bulls watching on. Their man on the top step. Campos, well, they've taken lots of drivers to Formula 1. They've been a huge part of the success for drivers. And then in P3, of course, Nikola Solov. He's just getting started. You have one driver up there on the podium who's already forged his way through. You have Dirksen, who will be back next season with Invicta, hoping for a chance at a title, and Nikola Solov back for a first full season of Formula 2. Quite a different and spread out podium in terms of where they're all going next year, what's happening with them, or what I can tell you is they've all got some exciting futures ahead as we put the trophies down and kickstart the celebrations. Where's a great podium, a happy podium, and that is our final sprint race of the year done. Only one more to go. What's your final thoughts before I run through the results and wrap up?
Yeah, so it's been an excellent season for F2, and we've although with the championship is wrapped up, it's still going to be fun to see out this class of drivers of 2025. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
Thank you for your work on Formula 2 as well. Here is your final results from a sprint race this season. Arvid Lindblad ended as the winner. Then it was Dirksen, Solov, Beganovic second, third, and fourth. Oliver Goethe was fifth. Then it was Crawford in sixth. Martins, Dunn, Mini, and Stanek round out the top 10. Martins and Dunn being the final drivers to score points. Leo Fornaroli in 11th, and then it was Rashaw, Montoya, Miata, Van Hoopen, Villagomez, Miney, Interpruvzak on debut, Shields in 19th, and Luke Browning in 20th position. Martinius Stenshorn and John Bennett did not see the flag. Well, my thanks to Wes and also to JT for his work behind the scenes of producing. But we are not done yet in Formula 2. We will be back tomorrow for the season finale, the final feature race of the year. We hope to have your company then. Goodbye.
And you are clear from mainstream, but we are still with the BTS feed. At this point, I would say hello, members. Hello, people. I guess. But I need to go to produce Formula E. So
Yeah.
we are gonna
Yeah.
wrap it up there. I do have 3 minutes until my cut-off that I have to be at Formula E for. So that gives me enough time to change the systems over. Now, Formula E is meant to be... That is the wrong one. Okay. Awesome. Is it on ITV1? Nope. Okay. ITV saying that they are going to be showing Formula E qualifying. They are not. Incredible stuff, and it's not even on YouTube. So we say so long, farewell, enjoy, and I mean it. This is the only time that you will probably see this. This is the special reveal, the public reveal, you could say, of the behind the scenes outro. And this is probably the main reason why you would become a member in the first place, to watch this beauty. So long.
Tally ho, chaps, I've got to go as well now. I've got to go catch those Jerrys.